Hello, teacher. My name is César Augusto Vega Silvano. Today I'm going to talk about globalization, interculturality, and cultural awareness. Table of contents. Introductions. Globalization. Characteristics of globalizations. Advantage and disadvantage. Interculturality. Cultural awareness. Introductions. The term globalizations has required a strong and emotional share. Some consider globalization to be a beneficial process, a key to future economic development in the world, as well as inevitable and irreversible. Others view with hostility over fear because they believe it lends to greater inequality within and between countries, threatens employment and living conditions and hinder social progress. Today, we will generally analyze some aspects of globalizations and seek to identify how countries can take advantage of the process while evaluating from realistic perspective the hospitalities and risks in its poses. Globalization offers great opportunity to achieve truly global development, but is not advancing uniformly. Structurally involves a different look at the relationships between people from different cultures, and it also offers use a new perspective on past and current phenomena. Interculturally goes beyond the understanding of the complex relationships between diverse cultures and moves toward social and educational action that defend the rights of our culture to their own identity. The world is wonderfully diverse in language, custom, religions, culture, and much more. We must treat everyone with the same values and altitude with which to their treated. Cultural awareness is a critical skill in multicultural environments. Did you know that 87% of the organization considered cultural awareness to be essential for intercultural development and cultural competency? This demonstrates the importance of this ability to recognize, understand, and respect cultural differences, promoting empathy and effective intercultural attitudes. We will explore what cultural awareness, cultural quotient, and cultural competence are, as well as the importance of developing this skill in the business environment. We will also discuss how to drive cultural awareness in the company um, and the role of behavioral analysis in its development. Additionally, we will look at the benefits of cultural competences in organizations and how they create a culturally competent organizations. Globalization is a phenomenon based on the continuous increases in interconnection between the different nations of the world on an economic, political, social, and technological level. In this process, economic independence occurs where companies and markets surpass national borders and reach a global dimensions. Characteristics of globalizations. It is a planetary phenomenon that it manifests itself throughout the world. It's universal, as it covers an aspect of human and social life. It is an unequal and asymmetrical since it has very different effects depending on the level of development of each country and is a share of participation in world power. Um, is for a global financial model. Advantage: development of the global market, interconnections of companies with access to computer resources, circulations of imported goods and products, increase in foreign investments, exponential development of international trade, favoring international relations, cultural exchange process, increase in tourism, and technological development. Disadvantage: incapacity of the national state as a control and administration entity, hindering of externalizing the development of local commerce, increase is a foreign interventionist, concentration of capital in large multinational of transnational groups, increase in the gap in the distribution of the health, uniformity in consumption. Types of globalizations. Economic globalization. Globalization consists of the creation of the world market that does not include tariff barriers to allow to free circulations of capital, be it financial, commercial, and productive. Political globalizations. Globalization has encouraged the creation and development of different mechanics to respond and solve endless problems that have become global and that affect results. For example, climate change, property rates, use of natural resources, among others and others. Technological globalizations covers access to information, the internet and the media, as well as various technological and scientific advantage in the industrial and health areas. Cultural globalizations has been generated as a consequence of international relations derived from the exchange of informations, technology, economic, and tourism, among others. By expanding consumer markets and the exchange of scooter goods and service, important connections have been produced between countries and communities through cinema, televisions, literature, music, gastronomy, fashion, theater, museum, among others. Social globalizations is characterized by to defense of quality and uh, just, justice, justice for a human being. Taking this meaning into account, I can be skated that the globalized world in the social sphere is one in which all human beings are considered equal regardless of their social class, religions, belief, or culture. Okay, continue. Intercultural. It is a process of communications and interactions between people or groups with different specific cultural identities, where the ideas and actions of the person cultural groups are not allowed to be about the others. Importance of intercultural. Intercultural is more focused of the peace and harmony of cultures, respecting each other reciprocally, whether for their belief, goods, religions, or custom, without giving more importance to any one over others and treating each other in the best way in the equate human and ethnic values. Principle of intercultural recognition of citizenships, recognitions of their right to exercise their original identity of people, understanding culture as dynamic phenomenon. Stages of intercultural meeting. Meeting is identity, presentation of expectation, respect is treated with dignity, treated as a friendly subject, respectful listening and free expression of perception and belief. Mutual understanding, understanding of the others, mutual enrichment, harmony, and resonance is a ability and willingness to understand and incorporate what the other person has said. Surgery obtain results that are difficult to obtain from the simplest perspective and independently values of diversity where one plus one more than two. Cultural awareness is an essential skill for understanding and appreciating and similar and difference between cultures. By being culturally aware, we can promote empathy and value diversity as sources and health and learning. Cultural, cultural awareness is essential to overcome cultural barriers and build stronger and more respectful relationships in an increasingly diverse and globalized world. Importance of cultural awareness is business environment. Cultural awareness plays a fundamental role in business. It is not only about recognizing diversity, but also about valuing it as a source of uh, achievement and learning. By adopting an open and nursing perspective toward cultural difference. When organizations promote cultural awareness, a positive and welcoming organization climate is fostered. Conclusions. The international community should strive to strengthen the international financial system through foreign trade and assistance to help the poorest countries integrate into the global economy, accelerate their economic growth, they reduce poverty. This is the best way to ensure that also people in our country benefits from globalizations. Interculturally, it's important to be able to share our cultural riches that allow us to learn about different ways of life. It is important to look at our indigenous people, not only in terms of their communities, but to recognize the diversity of organization and systems of relationships that they have developed and that still exist. Cultural awareness is essential and multicultural environments. Cultural equines and cultural competence are important concepts for developing cultural awareness. Cultural awareness improves organization climate, innovations, and business performance. Creating a culturally competent organization requires valuing diversity and conducting cultural self-excellence. Thank you very much.